Well, the Oilers had one of their busiest days in a while.
Yeah, we knew about the #1 pick, but they kind of surprised us with trade rumors and speculation, and even a new jersey unveiled. We'll get to the trades in a bit, but first let's hear from the Oilers' newest #1 draft pick.
From the Red Deer Rebels, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
It's amazing. I mean, it's a dream come true, to be honest. I mean, I always watched Edmonton this year and the past couple of years, actually, and it's just amazing that I got picked there.
The slick centerman from BC who lit up the Red Deer Rebels goes #1 as mostly everyone expected. The 18-year-old will soon get a chance to play with last year's top pick, Taylor Hall.
That would definitely be awesome. I mean, I met Taylor earlier in the day, and it was great just to finally meet him. I mean, it feels great right now.
Ryan possessed a level of skill and vision that we really hadn't seen for a long time.
18 picks after that, the Oilers pulled off what some are calling the steal of the first round. It's 6'3" defenseman Oscar Klefbom from Sweden. The 17-year-old with a big shot is under contract for one more year in the Swedish Elite League, so we'll have to wait until at least 2012 before he hopefully joins countrymen Magnus Piarvi and Linus Omark.
A really good opportunities to be a really good hockey player back home in Karlstad, so we'll see. But this is a dream to play in the NHL, of course, so when the time I come, of course.
As for where Ryan Smith will be doing his thing next season, that continues to be a question mark. Still no actual confirmation from the Oilers that the trade for Gilbert Brûlé and a conditional draft pick is done. 35-year-old Smith had asked the Kings to make a deal to send him back to Alberta for family reasons and reportedly refused to waive his no-trade clause earlier today when the Calgary Flames were said to be closing in. Smith was drafted by the Oil in '94, played here for 11 seasons, and he's in the final year of a contract that will pay him $4.5 million this season, although the cap hit is $6.25 million. It was sensory overload for the fans at the draft party on all fronts.
From the Red Deer Rebels,
well, Captain Canada's coming back to the Oilers. What do you want?
Are you happier about Smitty or Nugent-Hopkins?
There's no choice. They're both awesome. You got the heart and you got the future of the Edmonton Oilers right there.
I don't know what Ryan Smith is going to do for us this year, but Gilbert Brûlé is probably best for him to move on.
I'm really happy.
Why?
We need a center. We need a defenseman, so at least we got one of the two now.
Okay. What do you think of Ryan Smith? If that deal's done, Ryan Smith for Gilbert Brûlé.
I got my Smith jersey still hanging in my room, so I'm taking that off and putting it on the first game.
You like that deal, even though he makes a lot of money?
I love it. I love it. I'm a Smith fan. I've always been. I'm definitely happy with Nugent. I think everybody's here happy with Nugent. And then Ryan Smith coming, he brings a veteran experience. He's going to lead these young guys to become better and better players.
As for Oiler D-man Theo Peckham, he's sad to see good friend Gilbert Brûlé leave town, but he's pretty jacked about having a leader like Smith return to the Rexall for a few weeks after hanging out with them at a golf tournament in Red Deer.
Asking questions of any 23-year-old would ask, a guy who's played in the NHL for over 1,000 games. So, I mean, it was a good little experience. It was a good little hour and a half I got to spend with him, but I mean, I definitely think he'll help the team out a lot. He's played in World Championships, he's played in the Olympics. I mean, he's done so much.
Here's how the top 7 shaped up. The first pick that was a bit off the board was by the newest team in the league, the Winnipeg Jets. That's right, the name is now official, and they went with Mark Sheffley of the Barrie Colts in the OHL. The Oilers start the draft tomorrow with the 31st pick. And it's a night to remember as well for a couple of local-born prospects. Saskatoon defenseman Duncan Siemens from Sherwood Park is now a proud member of the Colorado Avalanche with the 11th overall pick. And Edmonton's Mark McNeil is now a Chicago Blackhawk, the 6'2" center from Prince Albert, chosen 18th by the Hawks, just one pick before the Oilers' second selection. So big congrats go out to their families tonight. It's a nice night for some baseball games and also some football games. First at Commonwealth for the Eskimos preseason game against the Stampeders. Quite a show they put on there.
Dmitry Supas not available. First play of the game is Joffrey Reynolds, who ripped off 19 on the first play last week. He's dropped the football. Will Harris has got it. Ball looks live, and that's an Eskimo touchdown.
It's a great start, only 30 seconds into the game. However, it's waved off because Joffrey Reynolds' knee touches down before losing the ball. No fumble, no score, but 20 seconds later.
Looking for a play and a pump, and Robbie Bryant's wide open, and he will walk into the end zone. How about that?
Henry Burris finds Robbie Bryant wide open. Calgary goes up 7-0. Now under 5 to go in the first. Calgary second and goal. Reynolds easily slides through. Stamps go up 14-0. It's all Stampeders this quarter. Under 3 to go, and Henry Burris fakes the handoff, launches it downfield. Kenyon Rambo scores another TD. It's a new quarter, though, so the Esks, they do give up a field goal, but they have stopped the bleeding. Ricky Ray looking for Jason Barnes in double coverage. Now 27-7 Calgary. Seconds left in the first half. Eskimos second and goal. Fred Stamps doing what he does best, and Ray finds him open in the end zone. Edmonton trails 27-14. And that was about all they could hold off the red-hot Stampeders, though. LaMarcus Coker weaves through traffic, extends the lead. Stamps now up by 20. And in the fourth, Kerry Joseph in the game. And he almost loses the snap, but he tosses through the smoke to Ray Fisher. What's the smoke doing there? Esks finish the game 15 back. Regular season starts next weekend.
You know, offensively, we missed some plays early on. I missed a few deep balls there that could really got us into a rhythm. We had some good plays mixed in there, but we just got to be more consistent throughout the whole game.
The entire offensive line did a great job. I mean, for those young guys to be challenged the way they were after last week's game, they really stepped it up. But they're coming together as a young group with a lot of talent, and they made a lot of plays for us tonight. And we're gonna need them throughout the regular season to do just that. Now it's time to play.
Day 2 of Conseco versus the Caps at TELUS tonight. The former Bash brother dominated by Edmonton pitchers in the series opener. Always a good time at the ballpark thanks to their hardworking volunteers. Caps had the bats going big time. Bottom 7, it was 7-1. And Todd Linden chops it up the middle, enough to bring in Steve Brown with the 8th run. Same inning, bases juiced. Tom Collaro strokes the ball to left. The outfielder takes a week to run it down. So 2 Capitals cross the dish, a double for Collaro, and it's 10-1. And this will bring out playing coach Jose Canseco to find some live arms. Maybe Jose should be pitching. Caps pound it 11 hits and 13 runs. Collaro 4 RBI on the day. And how about some hardwood to finish up? Edmonton Energy winding up their home schedule at the U of A versus the Albany Legends. Local country star Brett Kissel got the night started off with a mic. And points aplenty at the main gym. Will Broaddus drives in the paint and scoots through for the soft finish. And how's this for some solid transition? Lee Scruggs outlets to Rashawn Broaddus. He finds Casey Crawford down low, and his patience pays off. Then one more long fadeaway from the 7-footer. Scruggs. And it's a victory. 126-114. They will do it all again tomorrow at 7:30.
All right, thank you. It was a busy day in sports.
It was, especially with the draft, but it all gets going again tomorrow.
Oh, can't wait. All right, we're back right after the break.